Okay, hello everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us and to hear my story and about why I chose Plexus and why it is one of the best decisions that I have ever made in the 49 years of my life. My name is Michelle Stuchel, and I'm a Sapphire Ambassador, and I want to share with you a little bit about my story. I joined 4 years ago at the tender ripe age of 45. And at that point, I was homeschooling my two kids with a toddler running around and never felt my best. And quite frankly, I was just stuck in survival mode. Anybody ever been stuck in survival mode where you're sucking down coffee and tea, you're checking the clock like crazy, living for bedtime and weekends, never feeling your best, never living up to your potential, much less living your best life or shining for Jesus or saying, yes, this is the life that I chose and I am here for it. That was not my story. I was just surviving, making it through. And then I tried so much time, money, and energy on things that didn't work until Plexus. And my product story is pretty fantastic. To make a long story short, I had awful allergies, high cholesterol, was in the second highest category for heart disease, actually. I had sleep apnea, digestive issues. If I went to the bathroom 3 times a week, it was a fantastic week. Immune issues, always lost. I had a good 10 pounds to lose, craved sugars and carbs, all of that, right? And nothing under the sun worked. I spent tons of time, money, and energy on things that didn't work until Plexus. And what I found, I didn't realize that all of my issues had the same roots. I had no idea that my allergies, the sleep, the sugar cravings, the cholesterol, the immune issues, the digestive issues, all had the same roots of poor gut health, blood sugar imbalance, and inflammation. And if I dealt with those roots, my body could come into alignment and balance itself out. So lo and behold, I noticed subtle changes within my first month. But let me tell you, I did not start Plexus for an opportunity. No. In fact, I was never going to be one of those people. In fact, it took me a while to even look at the products because it was associated with a network marketing company. I'm just going to be real. I thought network marketing was slimy and shady and that they were selling snake oil. But what I found, because I had a bad experience, but what I realized was just because I had a bad experience didn't mean that the whole industry should be pitched. Anybody go to a restaurant? I love eating out. Like eating out is just my favorite thing to do is to go out to dinner with friends, have a good meal, great conversation, great food. We've all been to restaurants, right? Well, you've all been to a restaurant where the food was great, the service was great, and you're like, I'm definitely coming back here. And then have any of you been to a restaurant where the food wasn't very good and the service was just about the same? It just wasn't great, right? Well, let me ask you, did you stop going to restaurants because you had a bad experience at one or two? Absolutely not. You just decided and made choices which restaurants to go to. You chose the right ones. And I want to tell you why Plexus is the right company to choose. And you couldn't be looking at a better opportunity with best products at the right time with the right team because of where we are. Okay. Like I said, I was not looking for an opportunity. In fact, when I started for the products, just to simply feel better, I was looking to take things off of my plate. I was a busy homeschooling mom. I was over the southeast quadrant of Georgia for our national homeschooling organization. I wanted to clear my plate. I wanted to breathe. And I just thought I don't have time for anything, and I didn't want any of that. But what I realized was it wasn't that I didn't have time. It's that I wanted to be purposeful with my time, and I wanted my time, what I did with my time, to make a difference for my family, for me, and for others. And so as I started to learn about the products and realize what they were doing for people, and that I remember staying up late at night, reading in Gut Health and Happiness, testimonies of people getting their lives back, everything from migraines to thyroid to autoimmune issues. My mind was being blown. I really couldn't believe it. And I thought, part of me thought, are they making this up? Is this real? Because if this is real, why are we not shouting this from the rooftops? Because if you're anything like me, most of the people around me did not feel their best. They thought they were healthy, but on acid reflux medicine. They thought they were healthy, but had been on antidepressants for 10 to 15 years. They thought they were healthy, but have been on birth control for their crazy hormones. They thought that it was normal to be popping pills and for their health to decline. But what I realized is that it's not. God did not design a defective temple. And if you give your body what it needs, you can feel great. And my mind was just blown. And so what was happening was that even though I didn't want to do this, and I wasn't looking for something to do, people's names started coming into my head. And I remember like, oh, this person had autoimmune issues. This person's on thyroid medicine. This person's exhausted all the time. And I remember walking into my room one day and I remember thinking about all these things. And I really felt like the Lord said to me, Michelle, do you care more about what people think of you or more about serving and helping people? And it was at that moment I knew what I had to do. Now, let me back up. My ears were pricked because there were things rolling around in my head, okay? I knew that less than 3% of our population had heard the word plexus. I knew that every man, woman, and child had a gut. That means they need gut support. I was starting to learn that all of the issues that we deal with are related to these three root issues, and that literally these products are like gold, and every man, woman, and child can benefit from them. I realized we have a monthly consumable that is not a luxury item because people will pay for their health at one point or another. They either pay for it in prevention and giving your body what it needs to stay strong and healthy, or you pay for it on the back end in medicine, lost time, lost life. I lost a whole lot of life not feeling good. I had 2 kids and then a big gap, and then I had another child. I don't remember much of my first 2 children's childhood because I was sick all the time. There was lots of life lost, lots of time on the weekend where my husband would take my kids so I could just sleep. You pay for your health at one point or another. And I could see it was, something, we had a global strategy. We were going into Canada and Mexico. I could see the opportunity. From the numbers perspective, it made sense. Again, monthly consumable, every man, woman, and child need. This is not like a luxury item or, I had tried a couple other companies like selling bags or selling other health products, but I lost money. I wasn't good at it. And they weren't necessities. You know what I mean? There's only so many bags you can have and so much jewelry you can have, although don't tell my husband that because I really love jewelry. But this was something that I could throw my heart, soul, and mind behind because people were getting their lives back. It's really hard to be and do and have all that God has for you when you feel like junk, when you're too tired to say yes to playing with your kids, or you're too tired, or you're in bed, or you've got a pounding headache, or it's that time of the month and the migraine's coming, or you can't make your kid's soccer game because you have to be at the office. I could see how this was giving people their lives back. And I could throw myself into that heart, soul, mind, and strength because my greatest passion is for people to be and have and do all that God has for them. And I fully believe that there's always more that God has for you. That's what Jesus said. I've come to give you life and life abundant. Not one time did Jesus say, I want you to survive. Not one time did he say, I want you to scrape by. Not one time did he say, I want you to have regret, but I have come to give you life into the full. So I started sharing, and to make a long story short, within my first month, I made almost $500. And now I am the second highest rank in the company, a sapphire. Above me is diamonds all the way to the top, and I will be a diamond too. But more than me being diamond, my goal is to help as many people get there as possible, which is again why what we do is so powerful and why. Let me put it to you this way. What I have learned is that network marketing is one of the best industries on the globe because of several reasons. One, the more people I help, the more successful I am. We truly are in a people helping people business. The more I help other people reach their goals, I'm blessed and my family's blessed. What do people go to bed? Most Americans go to bed at night worried about money until something's wrong with their health. And starting in 2020, unless you've been living in a cave, everybody knows health and money are the two biggest issues outside of Jesus. And Plexus is an answer to both. Another reason why network marketing is so great is low entry cost. Do you know that when people start a small business, they expect not to be profitable for 3 years? And it's like they're giving birth to a baby, and they understand that hours and hours and hours go into it for years before they turn a profit. I had a toddler and I was homeschooling 2 kids, and I was already talking to people, and I made almost $500 within a few weeks. Now, what we do is simple, but it's not easy. It is a simple set of skills that anybody can learn. And it doesn't matter if you're extroverted or introverted. We have leaders at the top of our country, every age, every shape, every hair color, every Enneagram type. It simply is a matter of learning a simple set of skills and doing the right things. Anybody can do this. And I love that about network marketing, that this really is an opportunity to put wealth in the hands of ordinary people. That is powerful. And it allows me to help others on a massive scale, because the more people I help reach their goals, the more I will reach mine. Another reason why network marketing is so incredible is all the fun we're having. I just got back from a luxurious trip to Mexico. I got to take my husband on. I mean, 5-star resort, one of the top 100 resorts in the entire world. I've gone on a cruise to San Diego, Orlando, Las Vegas. I've earned shopping sprees, 2 of them, MacBooks, Apple Watches, been to concerts, incentives, recognition. I mean, my husband has a great job. He's an assistant U.S. attorney. He works, he's a federal prosecutor, and he makes a great 6-figure income. But you know what kind of appreciation he's gotten? A mug. A mug. I'll take mine any day of the week and twice on Sunday. And I can work on my schedule, my time, the way I want to. You can make a very significant income working part-time. You just can't do it sometime. Truly, if you treat it like a hobby, you will be paid like a hobby. But if you treat this like a business, you will be paid like a business. And another reason why network marketing is so powerful is because of the power of residual income. And if you've never heard this term, I hope you will research it, because this is an amazing benefit of network marketing. When you're self-employed or when you have a job, you get paid for your work. Building a team, this is different than direct sales. We are not paid just on volume. We're paid according to the kind of organization we build. That means how many people we can help meet their goals. How many people can I help be successful? And then guess what? I am paid on all of those efforts. That is incredible. I could not work another hour and still have a fabulous paycheck. Although I love what I do and I want to help more people, and I know that there's more for me, so I will continue to work. And, there's job security. We still hear of layoffs. We still hear of people losing their jobs. And we are perfectly poised in the global economy, in the #1 fasting field, health and wellness. We are leading the country as the gut health company for the entire family. And Forbes Business Insight said that the digestive health market is supposed to double within the next 7 years. When I say the right place, right time, right products, right team, I'm not kidding. Gut health is everything. Look it up for yourself. Or when I post the recording of this, I'll put that Forbes Fortune article in the link. Network marketing is fantastic. But let me tell you why else this has been so great. Plexus, our tagline is the health and happiness company. Okay. And what do people want? What do you really want? Why are you even on here? Well, one, you want to save money, right? You want to make money. And Plexus has helped me do both. I'm not wasting my money on things that didn't work. I'm not wasting my money with Starbucks every other day. I'm saving money by not meeting my deductible every year. Yes, we met our high deductible every year, thanks to me. I can't even remember the last time I had to go to a doctor. I actually went to go get my daughter had oral surgery about a year ago, and I had to get her some oral mouthwash. And we had changed insurance companies, and I went to pick up her prescription, and I literally did not remember what to do. I didn't know. I stood there blank. And to explain the gravity of that, I was the woman that as I walked to the pharmacy, they gave me the prescriptions because I lived there. We are saving hundreds and thousands of dollars by me being healthy. And what's even more than that, I've been earning a 6-figure income for over a year. So I'm not only saving money, I am making a significant income. My husband's not staying up at night worried about how we're going to pay for college. We've always lived on a budget, but I'm giving him breathing room. We also want to save time, right? That was one of my big objections. I didn't have time. But what I realized was it wasn't a matter of how much time, but about being intentional with my time. And now I can spend the time the way I want to. I can work when I want to instead of being a slave to somebody else's schedule. I worked for a homeschooling organization, national homeschooling organization. I had to do things according to their plan. Not anymore. I'm also, we're building community. Especially in this day and age, people are hungry for connection. And I have made some of the most amazing friends with like-minded, growth-minded women that have encouraged me and pulled out my best and fulfilled an ache in my heart and soul that I didn't even really know that I had. And you can gain the resources to do what's in your heart. How many of you have a passion, to help people, to be generous? It's not even that necessarily selling supplements is my passion. What is your passion? And realize that Plexus can be the platform for you to achieve that. Do you have in your heart a dream to adopt a child, or to give your brother a check so that they can adopt, or to take your children around the world and show them things, or even things like dance lessons and travel ball? This could be your answer. Christmas is coming up. Most Americans go into debt. Does it make your heart beat fast when you think of Christmas coming up and going into debt or having to say no? What if that wasn't your story? What if you had the resources to do what was in your heart? Or what if you had the resources to help another family do what was in their heart? And I guess most importantly, the deepest part and longing of my heart was to live a life of purpose. For life not just to be about me, but to live out of God's purpose for my life. And I can say that I'm doing that 100%. Because my greatest purpose is to help others be and have and do all that God has put in their heart. So I guess I want to leave you with this question. Is that you? Are you being all that God has for you? Or could there be more? And what if this is the platform for you to have that. And how do I know it can be? Because it has been for me and so many people on my team. And I know it can be for you. It's not a matter of if this will work, but will you choose to do this? Thank you so much for sharing your Tuesday evening with us. Please get back with the person that invited you to this call. I'm praying for you that you will be and do and have everything that God has for you. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.